Hey, hello everybody. Today is April, April the 12th, 2026. And this is Facebook Live number 230. My name is Dawn Bourget, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming at you live from Ludington, Scottsville, Michigan area, which is located right here at your pinky knuckle. Say hello. I'm right along the Lake Michigan shoreline where today it is gloomy, miserable, and it's a great day to stamp. I'm glad that you guys are here today. As you find me, I'm here a couple minutes early today, but as you find me, go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from, all that good stuff. Also, if we are not connected and you knowing what is going on at the Chalet and Stampin' Up, I invite you to go ahead and enjoy my newsletter. Sign up for that. Just go ahead and point your device with your camera at the QR code. It will read that silly looking thing and take you right where you need to go to sign up for my newsletter. It takes about 30 seconds. It's really cool. I'm not very technical, but I did figure that one out. Also, if there's anything that you would like to purchase, I encourage you to go ahead and shop with me at my online store. This is what helps keep my business flowing and going. And over here, you'll go ahead and see the online store. And over here is a QR code to check out how you can get all of the items, all your wantables at a discount like I get. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started on some other things that are going on here at the Chalet and at Stampin' Up! First of all, places that you can find me. Of course, if you found me here, you're on my Facebook page. If you happen to find me as an accident, it was a happy accident, right? Go ahead and share it with anybody that you feel is crafty and would love my content. And also, speaking of sharing, I'm also on YouTube. And go ahead and subscribe to that. Hit the bell. You'll get all the notifications as I load things and do things over on YouTube as well. And one other place you might want to go ahead and look for me is on my blog. And there you'll find, after we're done with our lives, I go ahead and I load the replay there. And I also have photos of the projects that we've done today and all the other good things that are happening here at the Chalet and Stampin' Up! So check that out for sure. And yeah. Pretty much that covers that. Do you guys love Pinterest? I love Pinterest. Go ahead and follow me if you are on there as well. There's my link. And I would love to have you hang out with me over there. Always so many good things, right? As far as some classes that are coming up, I've bumped a class. Hey, Evelyn, hello. Happy Sunday Crafternoon. It's good to see you. I've bumped my product-based class a week later. So if there's anybody, but you'll need to let me know by today if you want to be a part of the not cute as a bug. We're doing that today. We're doing filled with sweetness for the product class. It is really adorable, adorable. So let me know. I have one spot yet available. Oh my goodness. Words are hard today, as always, right? Let's see here. Also, coming up into May, it's hard to believe we're already talking about May because next week I'm gone for a vacay. I'm going to be out riding my little buggy out in the mountains. So anyway, that's why we bumped class a week later for our product class. But as we get into May, we have a lot of things going on, at least in my head. I do. I got a lot going on. And I want you to join me if you're local. So first of all, on May the 7th, we're going to have our catalog kickoff. It's going to be a party, but we're also going to stamp because, you know, there's no party without stamping, right? But it's going to be a party where you're going to be able to look, feel, touch, check out a lot of the brand new products in the May through August. I call it a mini catalog, but it has a lot packed in that catalog. You'll notice that we're doing 3 smaller catalogs a year. Old habits die hard, so I call them a mini catalog. So this is basically replacing our annual catalog, if that's what you're used to hearing. But anyway, so that is coming up on May the 7th, and you'll need to RSVP, just like you would for a card class. It is $30 or free with the minimum order during the class if you want to go ahead and put an order in ahead of time, that's cool too, or put it in during class. I'll have things set up so you can do so to do that as well. But anyway, so that is our May through August mini catalog kickoff, excuse me, and also our May online exclusives. Why am I losing my voice? I don't know. And then the following Thursday on the 14th, we have Creative Card Class, and that is also by RSVP. If you'd like to bring a friend, please do, because I will give you and your friend a gift. This friend has to be someone new to us here at the chalet. And then also into that weekend on the 16th of May, I have my big BOGO event. That is where I take all the retired and discontinued Stampin' Up! Products. They are priced as is. There are no bargaining allowed there. But I tell you what, it's an even better deal than bargaining, because what you spend at the BOGO event, you'll get a coupon for the same amount. I encourage you, of course, to spend over the coupon amount. That helps me with the cost of the rental hall that I have to pay for, because I can't have it here at home. It would be like a disaster. It'd be like literally an accident ready to happen with as busy of a road as I live on. But anyway, it's going to be over at Amber Township Hall, which is technically Scottville, Michigan. And it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you shop fast and furious. Usually anybody who's going to be there is there within the first hour anyway. So don't panic. Just get here. The early bird gets the worm. And like I said, they'll get a coupon to spend towards your long wish list with all the new and current products that are available. Just remember that you'll be responsible for shipping, tax, and any overage. But I get into all those little details once you guys are there. But if you have any questions, make sure to let me know. It is like the big event, though, of the year. And then also as we get into the latter part of May, we have the Blooms Boutique product inclusive class. This is going to be all about our brand new in colors. They are gorgeous, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. Also squeezed in between there, I'm going to have an online catalog kickoff, and I believe it's going to be on the 4th, 5th. I'm going to keep you guys posted. Keep an eye out for that announcement on Facebook, but it'll be an online type of event where we'll just celebrate the catalog online together and the new online exclusives that I did get my hands on. And let's see, I think that basically covered as far as events go. Now, as far as shopping, right? Shop, shop, shop. So right now, my friends and I have a new, we used to call it Bundle of the Month. We've changed it up. We've freshened the name to Creative Card Collection. And it's all about the Cutest Crew bundle. This comes complete with color photos, all the measurements, and video instruction for each of 16 projects total with this cute bundle. So if you're into the dogs and the cats and the birds and all that fun stuff, you want to make sure to get your hands on the Cutest Crew bundle. And this is free with any $75 or more order at my online store. I will send it directly to you from myself. It's my little thank you gift to you. But the other really cool thing about spending at the $75 mark, you're also going to get the product of the month. Oh, by the way, here's a sneak peek of my card. Isn't it cute? I love it. Love it, love it. Sneak peek on, well, you're really not sneak peeking it. I've showed it to you before. But along with the $75 mark, you have an opportunity to purchase for just $5 the product of the month. Now, this was March, I believe. Yeah, this was March. So I believe that this one is still available. And then also this was February, which is Designer Series paper, which I believe is still available. Hello, Kristen. Happy Sunday crafternoon. And then this is January's, and I believe as of the other day, this was still available as well. And then we have, did I not print out? I didn't print it. Okay. Well, we'll just show it to you. So this is April's product of the month that you can purchase for $5 when you hit that $75 mark at my online store. Just make sure that if you guys do use your Stampin' Rewards, that is still at the $75 mark before you check out. Okay? If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd love to help. But anyway, so this is April. Isn't this cool? You're like, what is that? It's a die. It's a die. And it's big. So this is the size of my hand. It'll fit it's a little larger than an A2 size card front. And just to show you what it looks like when you use it, check that out. Just to give you guys a little peeky poo, this is one of our new ink colors. This is Hydrangea Hue. And it goes perfectly with Blueberry Bushel, doesn't it? I love it. I love tonal cards. I think that's so pretty. But anyway, so I had to check it out and use it. I do have to tell you, there are a couple of things about this if you decide to get this die. By the way, it's called the Eyelet Blooms die. You'll want to make sure that your plastic or your acrylic plates for your Stampin' Cut and Die machine are flat. You don't want them, I call it the banana effect, when it starts to curl up. By the way, you should be like constantly flipping your plates around anyway to try to avoid that as much as possible. But you'll want to have them as flat as can be for this die. It needs a lot of pressure to it to get all those little itty bitty details. And then you're going to have confetti all over your room. It's going to be really pretty. So it's going to look like you had a little fiesta. But it's worth it. It's so worth it. And a vacuum will get all those little guys up, you know. But anyway, and then the other thing, you're going to want to go ahead and run this through. Just the opposite of what you've always been told. You want to face it upright. The other thing I tried, just for sake of giving it a go, I use good old wax paper on this as well to help all those little bits and pieces fall out. So I laid this down. I put the wax paper on top and then the cardstock and then the clear plate and ran it through. And I kind of zipped it back and forth 2 different times. So basically running it through 4 times, if that makes sense, to get all these little guys then loosey-goosey and ready to flick on out of there. That's literally what I did. I used my fingernails and I flicked it until all those little pieces came out, because I am not going to sit there with my take your pick tool and get all those out. There's no way. So whatever came out, came out. And most of them did fall out. It was pretty cool. So anyway, just some helpful tips and tricks on the Eyelet Blooms die. And again, that's April's product of the month. Pretty cool. All right, let's go move on to Paper Pumpkin. So it's the 12th. So on the 10th of the month, you needed to sign up for the April kit. Now we're signing up for May, which is called Sparkling Celebrations. This kit, it looks really cool. I think that's aren't those Chinese lanterns that float up in the air? Either that or else it's the space shuttle. But several of them. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I had to. You guys know I'm goofy. So anyway, this is Sparkling Celebrations. It's going to be making 9 cards with 9 envelopes. And it has, for something a little special with this kit, silver foil, which gives it a nice little added elegant touch to your cards. And so if you're going to want the May kit, make sure to go ahead and sign up by the 10th of May, unless you already have an ongoing subscription. And just to mention, when you do sign up for Paper Pumpkin, you do get a little acrylic block. So if you are new to stamping, this is something that's perfect for you. Either somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of stuff, or you want to get started. And this is, I call it the gateway drug to getting a craft room right here. I'm full of it today, you guys, so be prepared. But anyway, it looks like a beautiful kit, and it has everything in it to make some gorgeous cards that you'll rock on out with this little craft box. So if you have any questions, I did post the link today to sign up for Paper Pumpkin with myself. You can also do prepaid subscriptions, but I kind of like the ongoing because that way you don't have to think about it. It just automatically comes to your door. Then all of a sudden you have a surprise in your mailbox and you're like, oh, it's not a bill. It's a beautiful little box. So anyway, fun stuff. Also, there's an add-on that coordinates with the 3 months of kits, and this one is called Beautiful Blooms Dies. And in case you are a subscriber, there is the item number for that. You do need to be a subscriber in order to get those dies. Okay? All right. Also, just to mention, you guys, I know I say this every week, but you know, there's a lot of new people that end up watching us here over on YouTube as well. But we have online exclusives, things that are not printed in any catalog. And I just want to remind you of that because May is approaching and we're going to have some brand new things, not only in a catalog that are brand new, a whole new catalog that's new, but also some online exclusives that are new, just to give you a little sneak peek there of a couple of things, right? So that'll be happening on May 5th, and this catalog expires May 4th, and then we have a brand new printed catalog as well on May the 5th. Now, if you don't already have a demonstrator and you're panicking and you'd like to get one of these, contact me directly and we can make some arrangements to make that happen. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of information. I hope I went through that pretty quick and didn't lose your entire attention. Like listening to the teacher, right? Listen to me first, and then we'll do all the fun stuff. Okay, so today we are playing with Cute as a Bug, or also called the Sweet Bugs bundle. I couldn't think of the word bundle. So here it is. So I have some good news and some bad news. So I checked and it is not available right now, but hey, hello there, Clarice. It's going to be returning. So I have some information for you guys because I was checking on this and it's not on Last Chance. That's even better. So that's really good news. So I scribbled some things down here. So these cute little, where did they go? Ladybug epoxy shapes. They're going to be returning on the 20th of April. They're just not available right now. Okay, so they will be back. Also, the bundle, the dies and the bundle then will be available together because the dies are MIA right now. They're shortly going to be returning to home office, and they will be available on the 13th of April. And the stamp set I believe you can get, but why not just wait and get the dies with it? Because honestly, why would you want to separate your siblings? I always say that. Don't separate them. Get them together. Get the bundle. The other really cool thing about these dies, not only do they match almost, like, I think all of the images in the stamp set, but they also match up with a lot of the images that are in the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper pack, which is a 12 by 12 pack of paper. And I'm using images today because for those of you that know me really well, there are two things that I don't do very well. One of them is fussy cutting. That's why I love dies. And the other is coloring. So that's why I love when Stampin' Up! Coordinates dies with images that are in the Designer Series paper. So that's what we're going to be doing today. After we're done with our 4 cards, I have something really super cute to show you guys. I'm just going to give you a hint. Picnic basket, okay? Just remind me before I go, because sometimes I get off track, but I have something really super cute to show you guys with this sweet product that I made. So anyway, this is the paper. This is also available right now. So if you want to grab the paper, get that now, and then grab up the bundle and the epoxy shapes, 13th and the 20th of this month for those. Also, just to mention, not that I give all dimensions on this, but you'll get all the dimensions here by watching the video. So I always have people say, do you have a tutorial? Yeah, this is it, the video. The video is the tutorial. It's easier for me to make a video than it is to sit there and type out tutorials. If you guys have ever done tutorials, I don't know, I'm just not very good at it. I'm just not. It takes a lot of time. It really does. People don't realize it. But anyway, but I do have what I call a recipe card, which will give you all the links to all the things to find me, all the important things, where to shop, all that good stuff, Paper Pumpkin link, my Facebook information, all that stuff. And then also, if you do go ahead and download it to your computer, these will be obviously not on paper, but on your computer, these will be clickable links. And this is a list of everything from the bundle, the suite, down to the adhesives that we're using today. So I finally remembered to print this off to actually show you guys that I do a recipe card every week. So once we're done with the live today, look down below all the gobbledygook verbiage, and I'll add the link for this. And then also the link will be on my blog, and it will be on the very bottom of the description of the YouTube video as well, from all those other links that you're going to see there. So I try to hit all the places and be very efficient. Okay, I think I covered everything. So you guys ready to do a little bit of stamping? And like I said, to show you that really cute project that I have for you at the end here. In fact, I was going to do that cute project with you guys, but it seemed a little more complicated, and I was like, you know, I don't think so. Sometimes there are just some things that I just feel like, you know. Anyway, this is our first card. So again, I cut out those cute little buggies with the dies. Aren't they adorable? I love them. And the paper, the designer series paper, is just so cute. But if you guys don't, whoops, what in the heck? I try to use different bags that I got on Amazon. You know, Stampin' Up! Used to sell those 6x8 cellophane bags. I absolutely, okay, this is funny. I'm going to go on a tangent here. So they were awesome. There's different weights of paper. There's different weights of cellophane. And I cannot find the weight that Stampin' Up! Used on those 6x8 bags. But these I cannot stand. They're flippy floppy. I don't like them. But I guess they're good enough for my lives. But yeah, is there like certain things that you guys are just like, no way, not happening? That is one of them for me. These things are driving me crazy. I wish Stampin' Up! Would bring those back. I know that they've brought back packaging in our new catalog with a cellophane bag, but they're not as big. So, bummer. But anyway, I digress. Dawn, be quiet. Let's stamp. Okay. Let's give you guys some measurements and all that good stuff. So first of all, this is a piece of Cajun Craze, cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And I'm also using Very Vanilla, a color I rarely use. I don't know why. I'm just more of a stark white gal, I guess. I don't know. But vanilla has this place, and there is a lot of vanilla showing in this designer series paper. So I felt like it definitely was jiving a little bit better. And it just, I don't know, it's a little softer too, isn't it? And then I have another piece of Very Vanilla. And this is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then this piece of designer series paper is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And we're going to go ahead and just, oh, I hate to cover that up. That's one of my favorites. But we're going to layer them up here, because I wanted just a little bit of the vanilla peeking through. Whoops. And I am using multi-purpose liquid glue. It's just in a funny little bottle because I like the tip of this compared to the tip of the bottle that our multi-purpose liquid glue comes in. And I'm more of a happy camper now because I have better control of my glue. I would, although I still do, I shall say, But I would get that glue massively all over me. I'd be a sticky hot mess, and I just did not like our multi-purpose liquid glue. And I know so many people are like, how come you don't like our glue? I'm like, because it's messy. It's so messy. But honestly, now that I've found the little trick, the little hack, right? We all have those little hacks. Yeah, much better. Okay, I forgot to get out this little stamp right here. We need that guy. And let's see here. I think we'll just grab this because it's nearby. And I'm going to use, oh, I forgot to get it. There we go. This is Old Olive ink. Oops, I have stuff falling on the floor here. I'm like, what is that? Do I have a ghost in here? Okay, and these are like, I don't know, little ant prints or something. They're cute nonetheless, something just to give a little visual interest. All right. Whoops, I thought maybe I put my finger right in there. I was gonna say, oh no. That's the best way to get a green thumb and green fingers when you're not much of a gardener. Okay, there we go. All right, so I went ahead and I stamped that on the circle. By the way, this is a stitched or Stylish Shapes. I use those all the time. I think every Sunday I'm using a Stylish Shape die on my cards. And this is going to be stuck right there. And then, oops, I also have this piece of Cajun Craze. And this is cut at 4 by 1/2 inch. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this little guy down right about the middle. And we'll put it, yeah, right about there. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this with dimensionals. So what have you guys been up to this weekend? Tell me. Like I said, here it's raining today, but yesterday we got our buggy. I call it my buggy. It's my side-by-side, and we went for a ride, and that was a lot of fun. And I'm glad we did it yesterday because today's just too yucky of a day to be out. Oh, did I lose a bug? Oh no, I have a bug that's flown away. So I guess we're just gonna have to compromise. You know, that's what we do when this stuff happens. Oh no, there's not even a bug in here. I don't know what I did with a bug. Okay, well, we'll just add them later, but you guys will get the idea, right? And then this is also from the Stylish Shapes, and I'm gonna, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Don't stick that down yet. We're gonna go ahead and stamp on this and then scoot it underneath there. So good thing I didn't push that down, right? And let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and use, I think I'm gonna use Old Olive. I know I used, I think that was really espresso, but we're gonna change it up a bit. We're just gonna use this. Why not? I feel saucy today, so let's do it. Now, one thing I'm gonna do, the stamp says love you lots, but obviously I don't have a lot of room to include that the way I wanna put this piece on the card front. So what I'm gonna do, carefully, try this at home, is just ink up the love you and keep lots right out of there, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp this towards the right side. There we go. Looks pretty good to me. And there you go. Now on another card, we're going to use the entire stamp. So that's why I wanted to clean this up, because I don't remember what color we're using on that. So I thought I'd better. And besides that, you don't want to contaminate your stamps, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hopefully, come on, little guy. There we go. Put a little bit of liquid glue on there. Put that there. And there we go. And we're going to pretend that the other little bug is there. And ta-da. Hey, Sue. Hello. Happy Sunday crafternoon. You know what? I'm thinking maybe I was supposed to cut this one out, like fussy cut it, because I think we have a die for one and not the other. But again, you guys get the idea. We'll pretend that they both, there we go. Now they both have bugs on them. Isn't that great? All right, let's go on to card number 2. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one I think is my favorite. I don't know, lately, like I love pink, obviously, but I'm also getting into purple a lot too. I don't know, what's your favorite color? Go ahead, punch it in. I know that you're delayed to me by a couple seconds, but let me know, what is your favorite color? What do you love to work with when you create? What makes you happy? This, by the way, oh, I love, love, love. It's so pretty. This is Blackberry Bliss. Blackberry Bliss is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And there we go. There's my happy white. So this is basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And this is the liner, as I call it, for the inside of the card. So we're going to go ahead and glue it inside, centering it ish. Looks good. And then this piece here, here's the back of it. So this is the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper. And there are, Evelyn says blue and green she loves to create with. Blue and green, and your favorite colors, blue and green. There are, what do I want to call them, like panels that you can cut out sections in a 12 by 12 piece of this cute paper. And this is one of them. So I didn't really have to do anything. It's like the paper's doing the work for me, right? So we're going to go ahead, and this, by the way, is cut at 4 by 5 1/4 or 5 1/4 by 4, however you want to call it out. It is. Okay, there we go. So I have that nice little border of the Blackberry Bliss peeking through. This is the Spotlight on Nature dies. I love these. There's like quite a few circles, different types of edging on the circles, which is a lot of fun. So I wanted to incorporate that in there as well. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this down with my most favorite thing ever, dimensionals. Okay, there we go. And stick that there. And then I did use the dies, and I cut out this image right out of the Designer Series paper, so I didn't have to do any coloring at all, which I love. Isn't he cute? Like, so adorable. And of course, we're going to put him on with dimensionals as well. And let's see here. I'm not going to stick them down completely yet, because I have this little guy here, and I cut out this piece to 2 1/4 by 1 inch. It is basic white, and we are going to use Blackberry Bliss ink. And let's see, grab my Hello Friend. Uh-oh. My stamp. Oh, it doesn't help that I have kind of wonky blocks. I actually have a brand new set of blocks that I'm afraid to use them because they're so nice and pristine. I don't know how my blocks get so grungy. I try to clean them when I'm using them and stuff. Okay. I'm stamping it towards the right-hand side. Oh, perfect. I love when things work, especially when you guys are watching me. And then we're going to go ahead and use, oh, come on, get off there. I don't want that purple on my white shirt. That would be really bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of liquid glue on there. And because we didn't scrunch that down yet, like those technical terms, we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, I didn't on this card, but I love these little guys, so we're going to use them. In fact, I'm going to put them on the other card as well. And these are the Ladybug Epoxy Shapes. They are so stinking cute. Grab my take your pick tool. And, oh, come on, little guy. We're going to put a little bugaroo right there. Isn't that cute? And we'll put one on here too. Okay, there we go. That makes me happy. It needed a little extra something, didn't it? Super easy card right here. All right, let's go to card 3. We're cruising right along, you guys. Another easy card. One thing that makes me sad, my very favorite embossing folder, which is called the 3D Exposed Brick, or Exposed Brick 3D. Anyway, I love it, and it is on the last chance list. So if you guys are wondering what is she talking about with last chance, that is things that are basically retiring in the Stampin' Up! World. So if there are things that you would like to grab up before they do, or see what it is that is retiring or on the last chance, check them out at my online store. Right there. Ta-da. Be like Vanna. But yeah, there's a bit there. They added to it last week, and I think the week before. I don't know. There's been a lot. Makes me a little sad, but the bug stuff is staying. So Cute as a Bug is not going anywhere, which makes me happy. Okay, this right here is another one of those panels that I talked about with the last card. And I wanted to use another one because, again, it gives like scenery. And so a lot of the work is already done for you. So I'm pulling out some of the color from the designer paper. This is Crushed Curry. Oops, I forgot to get my little cheat sheet. Okay, Crushed Curry. First of all, reverse, Dawn. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't even talk today. Hi, Nancy. Hello. Thanks for joining us. So this is a piece of basic white thick cardstock, cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I didn't cut a liner in here, but you could definitely do that and jazz it up and layer it with some designer paper or even cardstock if you wanted to. But just for the sake of things going quickly here, I did not. And then this is a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white with that exposed brick embossing folder that's going away, which it makes me so sad. I'm not getting rid of mine. I'm going to keep it because I love it. It's just a little bit, but not too much of texture to your card, right? Oh, so good. And then the Crushed Curry is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And then the piece of designer series paper is 3 by 4. So we're going to line these up with just a little bit of Crushed Curry peeking through there. And let's see. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this onto my card with dimensionals. So I see we have some newer people joining, which is awesome. I love that. That's very exciting. Let me know where you guys from? Where you from, Nancy? Where are you from, Clarice? Let us know. Let's see here. I'm going to put that centered-ish on the card. Oh, shoot. You know what I did do? Wrong. Well, I didn't do it wrong. It's just that I wanted to add. Ooh, okay. We got that off there. That's good. I used a little bit of this ribbon. This is very soft. It is Old Olive scallop ribbon, and it comes with the suite of product, so to speak. So I wanted to use a little of it. Let's go ahead and add it. Whoops. I caught myself at least before it was stuck too much to the layer there. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of seal. Have you guys ever caught yourself doing that? It's like, oh no, wait. Hey, there's always a way to fix it, right? That's what we do as paper crafters. Okay, now we are good. We're golden. Like it never happened. I love it. It's like magic. And then this little guy, this little beetle, I guess he's a beetle. I'm going to put him on He's going to sit on that stump, and he's going to be on dimensionals. Here we go. And we'll put him right about here. And then I cut out actually a couple pieces because from Delaware. Hey, that's awesome. Hello to Delaware. I'm in Michigan. I cut these out. I cut two just in case I made a mistake because I know me very, very well. So just in case. And this is cut. I forgot to give the measurement on this one. Let's see. Just to give you guys an idea. Yeah, about just under 2.5. And I think it's a 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch wide. I always have these little strips from cutting down my paper. Do you guys save all those too? I do. And I think I used early espresso on that, but I'm going to use Old Olive. I guess it must be in an Old Olive kind of mood. Keep grabbing for it. But we're going to do that. It's going to be more tonal, I guess. Let's see here. So again, we're using the Love You Lots from the Sweet Bugs stamp set. And can you hear my dog barking in the background? I mean, she calmed down just a second ago, but I don't know what's going on. The neighbor dog must be out. And she's a Cocker Spaniel, and she thinks that she's like a German Shepherd. But she sounds all ferocious when she's behind a window barking at this big dog next door that's like a husky. And she thinks that she's just going to tell that dog what it's all about, you know. But anyway, she's very vocal today. So if you do hear her, I apologize. Let's see. I need scissors. We're going to use the crust of our dimensionals, as I call it. Kind of like bread crust, we have dimensional crust. And go ahead. I'm going to put it right about here. That looks good. Ta-da! And I think we're going to add a little bugaboo because these little guys are just so cute. Okay. Although this one is like really stuck. Holy Toledo. I'm going to put them right about there. And we'll put one on him too. These are really cute as well. They're little dew drops, which are kind of fun. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As long as you guys can hear me, I guess that's a good thing. So that is card number 3. So we have one more, and then I have something really fun to show you. So excited. Okay. So this one, I like this one. I love the little marching ants. And the die that we have in this set, where did that one go? It is this one here. And again, it fits with the image in the designer series paper. So I didn't have to color any of this. So cool. And then the flowers were cut, with this die right here. And what I love about some of our dies is that they also make an impression or like emboss into the paper as well as cutting, which I think is super cool. Because it gives the card a little extra dimension to it. All right, let's see here. We have a lot of little, I call them losables. But here is the card itself. I'm going to take my little cheat sheet off so I can remember some of these measurements for you guys. The base of the card is basic white, thick cardstock. And it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then we have some layering with this beautiful, cute as a bug paper. I've used early espresso and then a strip of the DSP. Let me give you guys some measurements here. Okay, the designer series paper, the Shrooms, is 5.5 by 2.5. The early espresso that we're going to layer with it is 5.5 by 2 5/8. Ugh, those eighths, right? They get you every time. But sometimes I really don't want all of that they'll have a really thick border on it. So that's when we get into those eighths. And I'm not the best at those either. I have to sit there. Okay, tell me I'm not the only one. Do you guys sit there when you're looking at those eighths on your paper trimmer and count them out? I do. I still do. After all these years of being a paper crafter, I'm always questioning myself, and I sit there and count them out. I know I'm goofy. I'm very goofy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and layer this. This is our first layer on the card with our multi-purpose liquid glue and centering it-ish on the card front. And then I have, this makes me happy. I love gingham and plaids. So much fun. That's the other side of it. And again, this is Early Espresso along with the designer paper. I'll give you some measurements here. The designer series paper is 3 by 4. The Early Espresso piece is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. So again, we're going to have just a little bit of that Early Espresso peeking through. All right. And again, that liquid glue helps to give a little bit of that wiggle room there. And then we're going to layer these together. Let's see. I did cut, excuse me. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute here. What happened to this? So what I'm going to do, just to use a little bit more of this really soft, beautiful ribbon, I've cut enough to go across to the back and find my seal adhesive and putting a little bit of seal on each end, and then we'll center it where we want this little guy, and then wrapping it around to the back where the glue is will help keep it stationary. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then I'm also going to use dimensionals to pop this up. Just like so. All right. I guess we'll peel these two. Sometimes I don't peel off all the backings, especially if I use a lot of dimensionals. I kind of had an aha moment at the last virtual album retreat last year that I did. By the way, if you guys are interested, whether you're into scrapbooking or you're thinking about getting into it, that's something to check out. But anyway, Karen Petterman from Home Office uses a lot of dimensionals. I mean, a lot. I love dimensionals, but she covers everything, which I understand, because when you're doing scrapbooking, the last thing you want to do is have something concave, right? And you have weight as you have several pages in your scrapbook. Because I used to scrapbook long before I was a card maker. Loved doing that. And then I got caught up on my scrapbooks. And then I got into card making, and then I never kind of went back to scrapbooking until recently. So I've been buying all of our kits and putting them together just so I have pages ready to fill them up with pictures. But right now they're empty scrapbooks, but I'm getting there, slow but sure. Anyway, she loves dimensionals and she put them everywhere, and I guess that's where I was going with this. And you know what? I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals because I think they're going to fit better on these little ants. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. And I'm too lazy to cut a dimensional. Are you kidding? Cut them? That takes time. I don't have time for this. I want to make more cards. Let's see here. There we go. Or is that just being lazy? Because I've told you guys before, I'm a very lazy crafter. Okay. So what am I going to do next here? By the way, these are the beautifully celebrated dies. I couldn't think of the word. And if you haven't gotten your hands on them, they're great. They're nested, so there are several the same shape but different sizes, so you can layer them and all that good stuff, which I love. I love that. So cool. Okay, I'm going to use Early Espresso finally, since I've had it sitting there. And I need my Spread Joy stamp. Ink that up. Oh my goodness, I'm afraid let me do this. I need to kind of look right at it. Otherwise, well, that's not too bad. It's a little crooked, but that's not too bad. All good. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my little ants in place. The only thing I don't like about these mini glue dots is when you have to peel them off. I have fake nails, so it's always a treat to try to get those little guys off. Usually I use my Take Your Pick tool, which helps a bit. All right, so these little ants, they're going to be marching. Let's see, we have this little guy here, and this one's going, hey, wait up, don't forget me. I love the expression on its face. I got to show you guys. Isn't that a hoot? Don't forget me, I'm coming too. Okay, anyway, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Might as well use these up with dimensionals. Then I've also cut the flowers with crushed curry, and we'll add those on there too. And I have this bow that is kind of got squished when I packaged it up, but we're going to use it anyway. And my mini glue dots here, and attach it to the card on the left. We'll put it right there. And I think it needs a little trim. That's the only downfall to this, unless you love that look. It does, once you cut it, it wants to, what do you want to call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Shred? I don't know. Come apart. Whoops. And again, I have these little guys here, and I think we'll put them on with liquid glue. We'll just do that. So a little dot there. And I think we'll put another one right about there. Tuck it underneath just slightly. Excuse me, I'm so dry today. I'm so ready to turn off our heat for good. Ugh. It's so dry in the house. Okay, and there is our fourth card. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? I really, really love this suite. So now, let me show you guys something. Are the glue dots only one size? Nancy, that's a really good question. Yes. So I know this is going to be hard to see. They're hard to see anyway. But they are what we would call, excuse me, a mini glue dot, which, oh, you can't really see those, can you? But yes, they are a small glue dot. So I always say if you want them even smaller, I sometimes will roll it in my finger to make it even tinier, if that makes sense. But, you know, I know what you mean, because glue dots had several sizes. Some of them were like really big ones, because I think I am somewhere in my stash where they had larger sized glue dots. But yes, ours are more of a mini glue dot, and I wish you could see them better. Oh, maybe, oh, there we go. Hey, there we go. So they're pretty small. They'll fit on the back of a knot of a bow, if that helps. And if you want them smaller, like I said, just roll it in your finger and then stick it underneath. That's a really good question, though. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys something else I came up with here. Well, anyway. So this is a picnic basket. Isn't this adorable? Of course, when you have little ants marching around, usually it's because you've had a picnic, right? You are so welcome, Nancy. And so I made a cute little tag here, and I cut, yes, I did fussy cut. As much as I don't like to fussy cut, I attempted. It's not too bad considering. And I made tags. Okay, and this is my little picnic basket. Isn't that cute? And of course, then it opens up from either end. And this is what I was thinking I would show for a live, and then the more I thought about it, oh, thanks, Evelyn. I thought, you know what? I don't think so, because there is so much to this little guy. I wasn't sure if I would attempt to do this as one of the projects. And then inside, I have some more cards to show you guys. So here are some more things that you can do with the Cute as a Bug, I should say. So again, I use the dies to cut out those cute flowers. And also there are dies for the little mushrooms or toadstools, whatever you want to call them. And again, I use the little epoxy ladybugs. And I did fussy cut. I attempted to anyway. I did the Hello Friend stamp with the white, and I believe I used black, Memento Black on that. So that's kind of pretty. And I believe this is Poppy Parade, which is our brighter red, which is so pretty. And then here is another card. And yes, I did have to fussy cut again. I believe it was the butterfly. And I don't remember if this was a die. It looks like I tried to fussy cut it because I don't fussy cut very well. And then this was a background in the designer paper, and I used our blending brushes. And I believe this was soft seafoam, which I love. It's such a pretty color. And I also used the soft seafoam to sponge around the Hello Friend. Also used it as my card base. This card here, this is the last one of my samples that was in the basket, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, last one. So this one, what I did is I went ahead and I stamped the scene, and then I colored it, and then I cut it and layered it so they really pop a bit. And then on the inside, yep, I colored it. Look at me. For someone who doesn't color, I attempted to do my best at it. Tried to do a little bit of shading and stuff with our Stampin' Blends. But I love the little ants. Again, they are just so stinking adorable. I don't really love ants, but these ants I really like. But anyway, so that was just a little extra bonus to show you guys as far as some ideas. Oh, thank you so much, Nancy. You are so kind. I appreciate you guys being here today. I'm going to put these back in my little basket. So when I go on my next little picnic, right? There we go. All right. I'm going to bring back the other cards that we made today. And once again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here, spending a little bit of time with me on your Sunday afternoon. I appreciate you guys taking time out. I know there's lots of things you could be doing, and you being here with me just makes me very happy. Just a reminder, next week I am going to take Sunday off, so I will not be here for Sunday Crafternoon. I will be back the following Sunday, which I believe, what is that date? The 27th, I think. But I'm gone next week. I leave on Sunday through Friday. And we're going to go riding up in the mountains with my side-by-side. So that's our little spring break. Right, Kristen? Woohoo! Thank you so much, Kristen. You're awesome. But thanks again, you guys. So I will be gone next week. I will post a reminder as well so that you know not to look for me. Because I hate to have somebody sit around and go, where is she? Because I try to be very, very consistent. And I almost thought about doing something in advance and just posting it. And then I thought, you know what? No, we're just going to take a break. We're going to take a week off. So anyway, thanks again, y'all. And I will be back on the 27th, I believe. So this next Sunday, I will not be here on the 19th. Thanks again, everybody. Yeah, I'll try not to get too muddy. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great week and a great week next week as well. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.